Over the next 2 episodes, you're going to see a dramatic transformation of this regional block just outside of Perth, and it's for a very special reason. The Garden Gurus have jumped in to support the Children's Cancer and Leukemia Foundation initiative to celebrate 40 years of supporting children and their families as they battle the challenge that they should never have to deal with. It was particularly important to me and my family. You see, back in May 2017, my then 10-year-old son, Harry, was diagnosed with a brain tumour and brain cancer. And whilst the diagnosis was earth-shattering, the next 2 years of treatment, which involved significant operations and intensive therapy, was really difficult to work through. Today, Harry is in remission and we're very grateful, but we're particularly thankful to the medical staff who helped us through it, the many charitable organisations that support families that are going through the kind of trauma that we went through. So being able to help the Children's Leukemia and Cancer Research Foundation was really important to me, and their 40K in 40-day campaign was absolutely brilliant because it's all about kindness.
Children's Leukemia and Cancer Research Foundation have been funding childhood cancer research for 40 years now. This is actually our anniversary year. And we've been funding Telethon Kids Institute and the research here in WA for those 40 years.
Tell me a little bit about 40K in 40 days.
Well, originally, being our 40th anniversary this year, we started the year wanting to raise $40,000 in 40 days. And of course, as you know, it was a really difficult year. So we thought we can't really ask people for money. And I was like 4 o'clock in the morning when I do my best thinking, that I had this idea that we could pivot the campaign and turn our K into kindness. So what we did was reach out to 40 businesses and ask for them to donate a gift. And we asked people to nominate some very deserving people that were doing it tough.
And our winner, she's
Karen,
pretty special, isn't she?
She really is, and we were really impressed with the nominations that came through, and she does a lot of work with autistic kids. There were a lot of people that got behind her efforts and what she does for the community, and lots of autistic kids that come to this sanctuary that she's created.
Yeah, well, we're hoping we can add to that with a beautiful edible garden in this space.
I think it's going to be amazing.
So our job is to create an edible garden for Karen. I have my team here along with me and my mate Darren Senor, a very capable landscaper who's donated his time to support this worthy cause. And it all starts with a plan. And this is the plan developed up by Katie from the Garden Gurus team.
So the design is a small formal area with 4 veggie beds on the outer edges and an in-ground herb bed in the middle.
So these are raised beds on the
Yeah,
outside
they are.
edge?
So they'll be raised to 400 mil.
And then obviously paved, is that the plan through that?
Yeah, so it's paved so that kids in wheelchairs can have access to the beautiful veggie beds we're about to make.
Fantastic. And this is what the guys are setting out right now.
Sure is.
The raised beds will feature heat-treated pine set in place with retainer posts. The raised beds save your back from bending over constantly and make it easy to plant and harvest crops, which will only grow well if they have brilliant soil, which is exactly what we've managed to secure from Soils Ain't Soils. Good soil equals great produce, and this mix will really do the job. Now, Darren started doing the prep work for laying these amazing 600 by 600 mil porcelain pavers from Rima stone. These are made in Italy and they'll look sensational laid over this yellow bricky sand, or alternatively you can put them on cracker dust. And I'll show you just how good it looks next week when we finish the garden off.